going on, guys? Back with a brand new spoiler review for you guys. And I just watched Invincible Season 3, 7, and 8. Starring Rexplode and not OG, and I'll explain in a minute, or a while after this. Conquest. There's not a lot to explain here. There's not a lot to talk about as far as breaking down the episodes before I give my, opinion and observation on it. Let's just say that in episode 7, a bunch of marks come to Earth and they up, right? Immediately. Things get crazy. Then in episode 8, this old ass, swolled up, insane Viltrumite also comes to Earth and up. All right, that's it. That's all you need to know. That's all that matters between these two episodes. Complete chaos. So let's get to that first one. What have I done?
What have I done? What have I done? What have I done, oh Lord?
That's right. That's right. There are so many marks in this episode. And you knew this was coming. Everybody was loving the anticipation that this built. The anxiety we all developed from waiting for this episode. To see all these marks just go crazy on Earth. And I'm going to be honest with you. I only got 2 favorite marks out of this entire team. And those 2 marks are No Goggle Mark and Mohawk Mark. Let's get Mohawk Mark out the way. Mohawk Mark, if you read the comic books, you know there's a lot more to him later on. He's going to come into play a lot as a more stagnant character. Not stagnant, that's not the right word for that. A more prominent character later on. As you'll see. You'll soon see. If they keep that plot in the show. All right? But for what this episode did with him. Not only, and everybody mentions that he has the messed up haircut. And it's a mohawk. It's a mohawk. What do you want?
Yeah!
I'm actually defending you. I'm defending you, Mohawk Mark. It's a damn mohawk. What do you expect? Now, yes, he could have shaved around the sides a little more. I don't know what's up with that after shadow on his head, but it is what it is. That's not the point. The point is, when they're all circled up and they're talking, that the remaining marks are left, waiting for Angstrom Levy, who's late, by the way, which is black folks. It's sorry, I'm late. 2025, and we're still doing that. Anyways, one of the marks cries about their mom, right? The mask, the skin tight Scully mark, whatever we can call him, the Shiesty mark, and Mohawk Mark just mocks the man, relentlessly mocks him. Oh, what's your money? And I found that so funny. And then the arrogance he had when he was fighting against our Mark in this world. The arrogance. He was the first one to show that strong arrogance that all these Marks got. It was something about Mohawk Mark that's just different. He's different from the other Marks, obviously. Okay, and then we have no goggle Mark. Now, when it got to the Gladiators or the Guardians base, where he was fighting the Guardians at, first of all, he was handling them. They were getting handled. Obviously getting handled hard. Not hard to do, but it was fun watching that. Okay? And he was having fun doing it. He was having so much fun. I enjoyed it for him. I was so
enjoy
happy
yourself
that he enjoyed himself. He made all these comments like he was like they were a joke. Like, this is nothing. He was playing with you. He was playing, especially Immortal. Immortal was doing nothing to this man. And Duplicate, she fell so quick. She fell so quick. We didn't even get to see the full fight with her. She was already on the ground when we came in there. She was already on the ground. Weak. Okay? And then he had to sit there and talk bad about my boy Shapesmith.
Help! I don't want to know business.
Which was actually funny. He actually liked Shapesmith. He actually liked him. Damn! He thought he was funny. He said he was so weird. That entire scene is something you don't expect from Mark, or a character like Mark, because he's so wound up and so angry about this and that and whatever. When he's not being weak, he's being a completely blind fool. But you're not expecting to get a Mark like this, so carefree and funny and almost Joker-like. One of those characters that just cracks jokes at everything, and just everything is amusement to them. I like that. I like that so much. Another thing I had to mention about this. Please, and I beg you, do not cry for Rex.
Damn.
And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because, Rex is just this horrible character in the beginning and da, da, da. In a way, yeah, because that switch over, that change that he did was kind of quick. That was kind of quick, just because he started feeling some things for Shrinking Ray. That's when he starts changing up. So it takes, a new kind of woman, a new kind of girl that's not like, I guess, Eve was. This one didn't take any crap. That's when you want to change up. That was kind of quick. I think they were just rushing that because they knew what was coming later on. They knew Rex didn't have long to live. He didn't have long. They knew it. So they said, "Hey, let's go ahead and have Rex do his redeeming arc." Okay, he's gonna get his redemption arc. There you go, redemption. He got redempted. That's not a word, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, and so all of a sudden he's a different Rex. Now, if you read the comic books, and they've already shown that in the other episode, that Robot's going to take on the name. He's going to take on the name eventually. So he lives on through that. I guarantee you, besides that happening, there will be other characters within this show that will make you almost forget about Rex. That will be new. They'll be the new, okay? They'll be the new A's. I can't say that all the way. They'll be the new A things. All right. They'll be the new jerks of the show. There will be other jerks.
Things are going to start happening.
Don't cry
to
too
me
hard
now.
for Rex. Yes, it was sad, but don't cry too hard. One last thing I have to mention. When Conquest jumped in the game, I was not feeling that voice. voice. Now, I know they got the actor from The Walking Dead who played that guy, Negan. We all know. I don't really know him like that because I didn't watch the show like that, but I saw previews and videos and whatever. So I know he was a badass character in the show. But just because we all loved him, y'all all loved him in the show, doesn't mean that he was the right choice for Conquest. I pictured more of a Bill Murray's brother type voice. And I'm not sure that if he's still alive or not, but if he is, they could have so used him. Or had someone who could do an impression of Bill Murray's brother's voice. If you heard Bill Murray's brother's voice, I don't know his name. I am so sorry. At this moment, I cannot think of that man's name. You know it's going to be on the screen somewhere. Then you know you already know how he sounds, and when you hear his voice, you know it's him. He has an iconic voice. I'm surprised he didn't do a lot more voiceovers. I think he did some voiceovers, but he didn't do a lot more than he should have.
Just keep it in the trunk and I'll take care of it when I get home.
The voice for Conquest. Fight me in the comment section if you want to. If you don't think that's right, fight me in the comment section. But I think his voice was the right thing for this character. Now, the next thing I got to get to is episode 8. I thought you'd never shut up. Yes. This is the appearance of Conquest. This is the way we continue from the last, and we go right through because you know what's going to happen for the entirety of this episode. Pure chaos. Extreme violence is going down. Okay? So I got to talk about my boy Conquest. Conquest is an ON. If you know what a YN is, and I'm sure a lot of you pay attention to the internet and YouTube and social media, you know what a YN is. You know it. If you don't, go look at what a YN is. And I'm sorry, some of you might get offended. I don't know. It's just a term. Conquest is an ON. I would call him an OG. But in my opinion, an OG is someone, of course it's original gangster. But when I think of an original gangster, I think of someone who's brutal and, a warrior and a fighter and can kick somebody's ass with no question. All right. But I also think of an OG as someone who has some kind of tact to themselves, some kind of respect for themselves, some kind of common sense, some kind of, not restraint because that can get you killed, but some kind of like code, some sort of code. Battle Beast is an OG. I consider Battle Beast to be an OG. All right? Maybe Nolan a little bit. Maybe Nolan. I don't know. But Conquest is not an OG. He's an ON. He only wants to see people suffer. He only wants to see pain. He loves this. He loves negativity. He loves pain, suffering. He wants to fight all the damn time. That's what he's made to do. Okay? Let's just be honest with that. This man beat Mark so bad. Mark was nothing but a head. Pretty much. I mean, he has his body was still attached, but hands are broken. I mean, all he could do is kick at this point and headbutt. And Mark did just that. So much respect to Mark too. It brought the animal, the true animal, out of Mark. once again, just like Angstrom did a long time ago. So I respect that as well, but dang it, Conquest threw Mark around like a freaking throw pillow. Like a stuffed animal, a doll, a rag doll. And he destroyed so many remaining buildings. It didn't make any sense. This was one of the best battles. And I knew it was coming. I saw this in the comic book already. I knew how it went down in the comics. I already know 1,000 times already, okay? But to see it in actual action.
More than enough fight left in me for you, boy.
I have to admit, it's a whole lot better. The things that Conquest does, the pain he causes, the destruction. And he could have ended Oliver so quick. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Duh. He knew Mark at some point would get the hell up and come at him. Now he could have ended Oliver. That could have been the end of Oliver right there. Could they put Oliver back together? Humpty Dumpty? I don't know. From that point, the way he was gonna do him. I don't know. But dang it deserves one of the best battles in the show yet. There's still more to come, of course. But so far, Conquest is number one up there as one of the top villains so far. We all know there's more to come. We know Thrag. We know where Thrag is at in this. Okay? We know Thrag is on his way. For you show heads who don't know what the comic books got coming for you. Thrag is on his way. Don't worry. All right? Another thing I gotta mention about this. So, why didn't anyone else come to help before Eve showed up? Why? Before Oliver showed up, before Oliver had to show up, what people were cleaning up the city. Where were the other people? Where were the other heroes that were cleaning the city up? That doesn't make any sense. Were y'all that scared? Did you not see this big old... Bro, did you not see that? Did you not see this dude flying through the air, slamming Mark through buildings? Using him as a pretty much a shield. Once again, Mark got shielded. And I'm not meaning in a good way. He got thrown through people to kill other people. Just like his dad. I knew he was getting flashbacks. He immediately got flashbacks having to go through that. I know he did. You can see it in Mark's face. He's like, oh my God, not again. And y'all still didn't come help me. None of y'all helped me. So when this is all over, anyone who is not Oliver or Eve, oh, Mark has all the right. Or Cecil, I guess, whatever. Maybe, I don't know. Oliver has all the given right to just go off on the other heroes who did not help him. You scary cats. I could say a lot more, but we don't want to get to that level. I want to keep this video on and my channel on. Okay, so I can say a lot more about the others who did not help. Last thing I must discuss in a two-parter here. First part of this. What the hell is Dark Blood talking about? Who is he talking about? Now I know some things about the comics. I've read through a percentage of it with the books I have. I have never heard of this. I don't even think Dark Blood comes back after he's sent to hell or whatever. I don't think he has a lot of appearances anyways. So what is this? What's going on with this? Who is he going to bring to the earth to protect? And what is he talking about? Somebody please explain who and what this man is talking about. Okay? I don't know. And then, on the other hand, so are we not just going to get dinosaurs? So is dinosaurs never going to come? That's a good question to ask. Where is dinosaurs? He's He's a huge part of what goes on later on. And it's a very interesting storyline to him. But we're not going to get him. Shouldn't he already be here? I don't know. But I'm still giving this entire series or this season a hell yes. Such a step up from season 2. A huge improvement. Press that like button, share, and you better subscribe.